So one other thing I wanted to share about the layers, okay? Because I'm perceiving existence in layers a lot. Timelines, history, past, present, future, and just existence like in a layered thing, like a layered cake, it's layers. Ever since 2019, 2020, I have been able to perceive also a layer above. It was really strong around like between 2020 and 2023-ish where I could really perceive that layer. Since then I haven't as much. Almost like when I would go to bed at night and just like look at the ceiling, I could see it happening up above us, a whole other lifetime layered on top. And I could go to that layer a lot. And was it the astral I was perceiving or entirely other life? Because it looked like a mixture of the past, like the clothing and everything, like it looked like a mixture of the past and the future. And like, I don't know where in time that was, but I just know since then, since 2019, 2020 shift, I was really able to perceive there being other things happening at the same time. Now, far before 2019, 2020, in my early 20s, I was having one of my first guided past life regressions via just like an audio recording at the end of a book by Edgar Cayce, and it took me to ancient Egypt. And that was one of the first times I remember experiencing, oh my gosh, everything is happening at the same time. Because when I regressed back to that lifetime, but not even back, I understood. It was more like looking over, not back. I was able to look over at myself, a version of myself, also an old woman in that timeline. I looked over at her and she looked at me, and I knew it was happening now, and I was happening now, and we were connecting now. That alone, combined with so many other things, has sparked the biggest exploration for me around what is time and how is time really working. Where is the mechanism of time actually kept? Like, is it kept within us? And the structure of time is the only thing we have, like relativity wise, like that's how we are constructing anything. So without that, everything kind of falls apart. It's totally different. The structure totally changes. And all of these layers, the way I'm describing like layers, 444 on the clock, instead of front, back, present, feels like more accurate to the way we travel, the way we move, the way things are happening. Even if you, and I've talked about this before, but if you look at like ancient Egypt as a starting point and kind of earthly origin point, just pretend, okay? It would almost be like layers deeper and deeper into a dream, each life, each experience stacked on top of each other. Anyways, I don't know if that makes sense, but I felt like sharing.